Hello everybody, my name is Jorge Luis. I'm the beauty editor for Lapalme magazine, and here we are again for the third time at Jorge Luis Interviews, and this time with Dr. John Mesa. How are you, doctor?
Doing very well. What about you?
Well, we're surviving this pandemic. We're getting there. We're getting
exactly.
there. Yes. So I thought we do a little interview about what men should not do about injectables, because we're in a generation where men now, they are not afraid to do little changes here and there. So can you please tell us, doctor, what is your experience? Do you think your percentage of patients, men, are rising?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, the men in all the ages are rising, and I think it's because of the social media. Because nowadays everybody has to be on Instagram and Facebook, and it's mainly pictures, so people start seeing their little kind of things that they don't like, little defects, little wrinkles here and there, and they are becoming more conscious of things that they were there but now are visible to the public, and they want to improve them to feel themselves better and also to have a better relationship with their partners.
I know, it's a social media pressure.
Yes, exactly. For example, now with the pandemic, now there is a boom of chin liposuction, because when you're in the laptop, the camera is shooting, the laptop is down here and it's shooting from below to high, and then you can see the double chin.
Yeah, no, but I tell always people higher the better.
Higher.
The higher the better. Like I put a stack of books with the laptop whenever I do interviews also. So doctor, is there an age that you would say men start doing injectables or little Botox here and there, or there's no rule?
I mean, I would say that you start aging in the 30s. So the 20s is the golden age when you look really good, nothing happens, there is not a single wrinkle. But once you turn into 30 is when things are going down. So from my perspective, I tell the patients, if you want to age slower and not to show the signs of aging, you should start doing a Botox in the mid-20s. Like in 25, 26, because that prevents the wrinkle of the face and it's going to look better. And then starting 30s, then you need to start doing maintenance. Why? Because the skin starts sagging, the cheekbones start going kind of smaller, and that's when you start doing, you start seeing the signs of aging. And different to women, men, you cannot be certain age and then suddenly look younger because of the taboo that we have in society. So it's better to kind of slowly maintain yourself so you don't have to have like the stress, because on women it's totally different. It's more common to do cosmetic procedures, but in men there is still a little bit of taboo, even though things are getting better.
I know, that things are getting open, and it's so true what you said. I was just thinking that perhaps 20 years ago, 15 years ago, I used to see men and women, and all of a sudden they got facelift. Mm-hmm. And now I see like, this guy or this lady look rested, and I like that look.
Yeah, exactly. And you see in the celebrities, you see celebrities that are in the 20s and then 30s and essentially the same, 50s, 70s. For example, J-Lo. J-Lo is a perfect example.
She's ageless. She looks the same.
Yeah, but I have to say that is not because of her genetics.
Well, we know that. But that's good work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
because you see them rested, you see them beautiful, and you see them as themselves. Because I see some people that I cannot even recognize.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and especially in men, because plastic surgeons or cosmetic surgeons don't work too much in men. They don't have the same skills like we do with women, and then they end up doing a bad job. For example, I have seen a lot of celebrities that were famous in the 90s that they look like a woman, and they are men, and I don't want to say who they are, but it's horrible. So men should look like men with plastic surgery.
Okay, so let's go to the focus of this interview. What do men should do, and what should men should not do?
I mean, what they should do is to do treatments that are going to improve their appearance and to maintain their masculinity. And what they shouldn't do is, first of all, go to the cheapest practitioner. Why? Because usually people that offers the cheapest, the lower discount is people that they have less experience, or they don't have the proper training, and of course, in order to grab audience or clientele, they sell things very cheap, and then you end up having those problems. So you need, the men have to look for who is, if you are planning to go to a plastic surgeon that is ideally board ortho certified, that is also an expert in cosmetic surgery, because in plastic surgery we have reconstructive and cosmetic, and within cosmetic surgery, make sure that that is specialized on the face.
Right.
Because the fact that I can do a lot of liposuction doesn't mean that I'm good in doing faces.
True. So yeah.
So basically, if a man that is planning to do any kind of improvement of his face should do the homework, do the research, and read reviews, see the before and afters, and consult with a couple of surgeons to determine which one is the best fit for him.
I know, because I see so many cases in the news. Sometimes I get horrified because so-and-so got in a beauty salon in the back room. They got this work done. I'm like, why?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's very common. I have some medical practitioner colleagues or people that hears about me, like internist, cardiologist or something, that they decide to do cosmetic surgery and they say, oh, can you teach me how to do injectables? I'm like, it took me 16 years.
Can you teach me how to do injectables? They ask you that?
I mean, they have been asking me, because in other countries or in other places they do like a weekend course and then you kind of learn. Like the basics, but there is a lot behind. So you need to be able to inject, you need to be able to know how to do a good job, and also how to address the complications.
Right.
Because that's usually they don't teach you how to do that.
Wow. Can you tell us, doctor, what are the newest services out there? Because I see now lately, like every year there's something new.
Yeah, so right now what is in fashion is radio frequency skin tightening, because it's a
I
way,
love that, by the way.
yeah, it's a way to rejuvenate the face and the neck without the need of major surgery.
Right.
Because the gold standard is the surgery, either a facelift or neck lift. But for example, if men in the late 30s or 40s, they are not ready for that, they don't want to have scars. So with these procedures, little teeny tiny incisions, that in my case I do it behind the ear and underneath the chin, you kind of tighten up the skin, and it gives you like a facelift or neck lift appearance without having the downtime and the incisions of regular surgery.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I wonder.
And it can be done on some patient, and I usually do it on the local anesthesia, completely awake.
Wow, we come a long way. Remember those big scars behind the ears?
Yeah.
I do hair, so I'm like, I know where you've been this summer.
Yeah, exactly.
So, doctor, you are in New York and Miami and New Jersey.
Yes, I have 3 offices.
Wow, you're really busy.
A little bit. Yeah, my 2 main offices are Manhattan here and in New Jersey, and then I go once a month to Miami.
Okay. So we're gonna leave his contacts of all 3 offices. He's highly recommended. He does a lot of my friends. I'm not gonna say who. And thank you so much, doctor, for having us.
No, thank you so much for coming to visit me here in New York.
So come and see Dr. John Mesa in New York, Miami, or New Jersey.
Thank you.